What's Maui like in 2025? Find out next on Jaycation. What's up, Jaycationers? Welcome back to a video in the Maui series, its first ever video. Today we're gonna be spending 6 days around the island of Maui and showing you all the different towns, different landscapes that this beautiful island has to offer. Right now we are in the town of Paia. It's a very beautiful hidden gem surfer town. Used to be a plantation town back in the day, but we're gonna flash back to me over in Oahu at the airport to see how I got here and then explore the rest of Maui.
Yesterday,
going to a place you've never been to before, Maui. Very excited to go to Maui, see the countryside of Maui, Haleakala, Ka'anapali. Just enjoy the culture, the food. It's about a 40-minute flight from Oahu. I'm taking a Hawaiian Airlines flight. It was about 80 bucks. Then I paid an extra 30 for my bag. Inter-island flights go out through Terminal 1. I was able to use the Hawaiian Airlines lounge with my priority pass. So we're gonna take a quick little puddle jumper flight, 40 minutes over to Maui, grab my rent-a-car, get started with the trip. There it is, Kahului, 819, that's the flight.
With service to Lihuvan at gate B2.
We look forward to serving you on our short flight over to Kahului, Maui.
Made it to Maui. That was a pretty bad flight. It took forever to get out of Oahu. We had to wait on the runway for 20 minutes until the plane that was in front of us on our gate backed out. All in all, it's about an hour 20 delayed, and it's about 10 at night. But we're here. In the air, it only takes like 20 minutes to get here, so it's not that crazy. I'm tired. I just need to get my bag, my rent-a-car, and GTS. At least the bags came out quick. That's the plus. Now I gotta get my rent-a-car. I'm racing because I know they close at 11 and I don't want to get screwed. Rental car center, welcome to Maui. Avis. It was not a cheap rent-a-car either. Oh, so it's an actual tram. It's not even a shuttle. Nice. That's different. It's like a San Francisco tram. Molokai. Oh, that was easy. Lady was really nice. Gave me a super nice car. I almost got a convertible, but I settled for a Dodge Challenger instead. So I gotta go to C24, I see it. Excellent, let's go. So your boy was doing this Magnum PI style in Maui with a Dodge Challenger. No drop top, but it's all good. I've never driven a Challenger before, so I'm excited. Dun, 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 dun.
several days later.
So yesterday, I hung out with my former coworker and her husband, checked out their local side of Maui. It was really fun. We went over to the Maui Country Club and drove in. I was just enjoying all the scenic views into the Maui Country Club. Right outside Maui Country Club is the Baby Beach, and I got my first dose of beach sand and water on this trip over at Baby Beach. The water is very calm and clear. That's where they bring all the kids. There's no waves because there's a barrier that keeps the water calm over there and you're able to swim. So I really enjoyed that and wasn't worried about getting in the ocean over there. We're out here with my friends at Baby Beach. There's actually a protective area here that keeps you away from the waves. So it's really chill. A lot of kids around here. This is what Jaycation likes doing. He likes getting in the water where he knows it's gonna be safe, man. It's nice. Wow, this is awesome. And Paia is over there to the right. And then this is the other side of Maui. And you can see some of the waves over there. So over that way is the West Maui Mountains. And then there's a popular surf area called Sand Pile over there. Man, this is nice. And also at Baby Beach, we got to witness planes landing and taking off. It's a nice sight. And then whale watching over at my friend's porch was amazing too. You could see them with your bare eyes from the porch. Whale watching season right now, and it's February 15th. And we still drove around the area here, kind of near the airport. For dinner, we drove up to Upcountry to my coworker's friend's house where we had a poo-poo party. Poo-poos are appetizers. Watched the sunset on the west side, but you could also see the east side, and it was beautiful. Got to spend Valentine's Day night up in upcountry and just soak in all the views from on the way up to Haleakala. Driving up through the town of Kula, we experienced amazing views, and I will always remember seeing the goats that were around the area and the old Chinese cemetery. Dun dun. Definitely loved hanging out as a local yesterday, and shout out to my former coworker and her husband. They took me around and it was a great time.
Soon after.
Later on that day, we hopped into my friend's 1934 hot rod and he gave me a ride through Wai'ehu Beach Park, which is also called Sand Piles, I believe. And during a certain time of year, the waves are great and surfers love the surf over there. After the fun cruise, we headed over to the Maui Swap Meet, which is over at the University of Hawaii Maui campus. And it was great. It's open on Saturdays and free parking, and it only cost 75 cents to get in. We made it to the Maui Swap Meet. It's 75 cents admission, free parking. Not bad at all. Here's all the tents. So it's about a fourth of the Aloha Swap Meet. This is my friend Leslie. We used to work together and she's now a local here in Maui. Over here you got your Maui Creative Company, macaroons, all local stuff. And you can pick up some souvenirs. It's open every Saturday. This is the only day you can go. Ooh, look at this. That's a cool Aloha shirt. And then a Spam Musubi shirt. So they got Hawaiian bags and jewelries over here. It's a nice 70-degree day here in Maui. Everybody's just chilling. Maui coconut skincare. This store is called Shaka Apparel. Shaka Brada. Shaka shave ice over here and cane juice. Oh, that's so funny. I got Momcation one of these in Oahu. Probably the same price. Speaking of local, they got Mamma Mia's Korean barbecue food truck, vintage Hawaiiana. They got license plates. Look at that. Of course, you got the leis right here. And keychains, necklaces, bracelets. Pretty good deals over here. Swap meet deals, 1 for $2, 3 for $5, 6 for $10, 9 for $15. They have the Aloha shirt, a replica of what Elvis wore in the movie Blue Hawaii, I believe it was. That's awesome. Magnum PI. I like it. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to get one of those Magnum PI Aloha shirts. Tom Selleck. Ooh, they even got a Bruno Mars style one too. I like this one right here. That's down my line right there. Beautiful flowers that they have here, and they grow on the island. I saw it in Upcountry last night. You got 808 Clothing Company over here, some hats. I know they love the flat bill over here in Hawaii. No worries, brother.
A
rain spooner. Hula girls in the Hawaii map, and different volcanoes. That's where we're at right now, Haleakala, next door. That's a cool one. I like this mini surfboard. Different places around Maui, Haleakala, Hana, Lahaina, Kihei, Hawaiian toffee spot. Love the cart here. You got the coconut shaka. They got banana bread too. Banana bread's popular on the island. I'm loving these signs. Look at this. Drink up bees and don't tiki me off. Momcation says that a lot to me. Look at this one right here. A little Corvette. That's very Magnum PI-ish. I caved in and I got the colorful Aloha shirt. Handmade by Howie in Maui. A little souvenir here at the swap meet. It was definitely a successful trip. Got the Aloha shirt. Pretty cool to check out. Only on Saturdays. 75 cents. You can't beat that. And it's free parking over here at Maui College. Also, nice setting. A little humid though, so make sure you dress appropriately, especially if it's a little warmer. We are in a 1934 Ford hot rod.
3-window coupe.
This is Steve, this is my buddy. I've never ridden a hot rod until yesterday. He took me to ride at a gas station. This thing's amazing. Fixed up, huh?
Yeah, we're going to Lahaina with the rest of the hot rods. Probably 10 cars. And then come back. We'll have dinner somewhere at our friend's house. Some potluck.
The Valley Isle
Street
Rodders. They adopted me for the day, so we're gonna see more really cool cars. I gotta show you the outside of this car. This thing's amazing. It's all modernized too. Look at that.
The Valley Isle Street Rodders is a classic car group that meets every Saturday and drives around different parts of the island. On this day, they invited me to check it all out, and I was fortunate enough to ride in a few of their classic cars.
Check out all these cars, guys. Beautiful. This is a Camaro. Love the white stripes. And then you got the Chevy, and then the 34 Hot Rod. Look at this. They were so nice to give me a Valley Isle Street Rod shirt. Thank you. Check out all these other cars. Camaros, Hot Rods.
That's actually a Pontiac.
A Pontiac. Look at that Chevy right there. What kind of car is this? A 68 Camaro?
Yeah, with a 454 in it. Dual 4 barrels. It's an ex-drag race car. That guy, he's 80 years old and he's still, it's a hot shoe.
If it isn't blowing, it sucks.
Most hot rods are Fords, Chevy engines or whatever, but this is all placed now.
So this is a 1932 hot rod with a Chevy engine.
Yeah. LS3 Chevy engine. And it's a 6-speed stick shift.
Nice. How about this one?
This one is a 33 Plymouth coupe with a 1953 Chrysler Hemi with a supercharger and dual 4 barrels on it. This is just a badass car here. This is the most iconic engine of all, the Chrysler Hemi.
A Hemiroid.
It's a Hemiroid. And if it isn't blown, it sucks.
If it isn't blown, it sucks, huh? That's amazing. I thought Steve's hot rod was just all black, but no, there's ghost flames on this. If the light hits, you can see it. Listen to all the sounds, man. This is like ASMR hot rod Camaro style over here.
Special shout out to Jeff and his wife for letting me ride along in their 1932 hot rod. I rode shotgun and they gave me the local scoop about the island. We were talking about whale watching and how they're all over the island this time of year, and we rode up the West Side Highway, and once we got to the tunnel, we encountered a special surprise from one of the hot rodders.
That's called smoke meat, what happened in the tunnel, man. And it was this guy, the culprit. He's right there. That was awesome. That's wild. That's wild, man.
Crazy.
Oh, the whales are over here too. They're all over, huh?
Stay right here mostly. Come through this part right here, through the islands.
They're all mainly around there?
Yeah, through this side, more around this next water. And you see real close, they just jump right there.
They're just jumping, huh?
Yeah, we see some crazy ones. This one, see all of this water going up there.
Yep, all the spouts.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one that jumped, yep.
From the amazing greenery of the mountains to the blue waters on the coast, we even experienced seeing a whale spout some water out in the distance. Driving through Lahaina, Jeff and his wife pointed out the devastation that the wildfires brought.
Yeah, even all the plants and flowers never died. How's that? Everything else burnt around it. All of this whole month is all houses all gone. Gas stations blew up.
This one's not even open.
Blew up, yeah. Credit Union stayed. McDonald's still stay and Food Line still stay, but all the other stores gone. The bank is gone over here. You used to have First Hawaiian Bank over here, gone. And Kaiser was gone.
Well, the Kaiser Permanente?
Gone, yeah. And then this whole place, all these stores, markets all gone. This was like Ward's Interior and Shop and Mind's Eye all gone. All the warehouses over here is all gone. We had Pizza Hut and Taco Bell gone, like right over here.
And this is like the main tourist hub, man.
Yeah, this is the main place. It's on tourist. Tattoo shop gone. Right over here is Pizza Hut, Taco Bell gone. Some of the apartments burnt down. Some buildings burnt. Some still stay.
It's weird how the fire skipped houses.
Yep. And then right over here area still not bad. And right after that, it's all gone again. You'll see everything gone again. But these houses coming up is all getting built now. But it was all full houses all the way down. Two sides. There's some gone too. This whole thing gone. Big restaurant on the corner over here. Became a church, a Mexican church afterwards. Used to be right in this corner right there. It was all made out of stone, concrete, like on the whole place. This new house has come up. This is a new house right there.
New, huh?
It's one of our first houses that they built. A couple of these houses never get burnt. These ones never got burnt.
A couple more down did.
Yeah, and all in the back, all the way up.
Really?
You see some new houses all coming up now. Some of the old houses.
That is weird how they just skipped over like 5 houses.
Yeah.
Burned a couple more, then skipped over again.
You see the new ones coming up. Some of the old ones still stay. This church still stay too right now.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I saw the Jaycation, the Cristo Church, and this church. They all survived it, huh?
Yeah.
We passed through the popular Ka'anapali beach area to the area of Kapalua, where we went to find a parking lot for the Valley Isle Street Riders to park their classic cars and talk story for a bit before we turned back around to go home.
Hey, thanks for the ride, man.
Easy, bro.
That was fun.
Automatic.
That was fun, man. We just rode all the way to Kapalua. Everybody just hangs out in the parking lot and just talk story for a little bit. And then before the sun sets, they want to get back because it's pretty dark driving to the other side of the island. So that was really cool. Riding in the 32 hot rod. I rode on a 34 earlier. And then I'm going to ride in another one on the way back. I feel like a supernatural brother right now. Dean and Sam.
Yeah, you think they're going up the hill now?
I get him up the hill.
Yeah.
How long have you had this?
Almost 20 years.
Running well for you all 20 years?
Yep. Everybody thinks this is on V8. It's on 6 cylinder.
On the way back, I rode in Vernon's car, an 80-year-old native from Maui, and we got to talk story while watching the beautiful sunset to the west.
This is a 1966 Nova with Vernon. Thanks for the ride, brother.
No problem. Just coming up here having fun.
It's tons of fun with the whole group.
Yeah, with the group is fun.
I like your dice right here. That's nice. That's a nice touch to it. Chevy Nova. We're passing Ka'anapali. Stay tuned. We'll be filming here soon. And the sun is about to set. You don't look 80, man.
I made it.
You feel young?
I just keep busy. I was retired, and then one of our Tony's boss, I know him well. He needed help, so I told him, okay, I come work for you 1 day a week. So I work 1 day a week for him.
If you would like to donate to the Maui relief efforts, please visit the Maui Strong Fund website to support immediate and long-term recovery effort needs.
I got a couple of friends living here.
Made a memorial out of it.
Right here, all the way down. From here.
We got all the different countries'
all
flags.
the faces there.
On the ride back, we saw Lanai to the west with the beautiful sunset and Haleakala volcano with the clouds below the top of the volcano itself.
Smile!
After the ride, we all met up at a Valley Isle Street Riders home for some delicious Ono grinds, where we hung out to talk story, and they also presented me this beautiful Hawaiian lei during grace. And shout out once again to everybody. I really felt like Ohana for the night.
Tomorrow for sure.
The next day, we headed over to Maui's historic plantation town of Paia, where we stayed at the beautiful Paia Inn and got to soak in beautiful views of green sea turtles and the waves, as well as hang out in the launching point of the road to Hana. After a relaxing day in more of the local side of Maui, I headed over to the popular touristy area of Ka'anapali Beach, where we stayed at the Hilton Ka'anapali Beach and also got to venture around the Whalers Village, which is their fine shops and restaurants area right by an area called Black Rock, where you can famously see kids and adults jumping off the cliffs. After spending the last 2 days in Paia town and Ka'anapali Beach, we headed over to the town of Kie for some Ululani shave ice and Maui Brewing Company to check out some of their limited beers that you could only find on the island. And I tell you what, it was delicious.
We're here at a store
in Kihei, and they have all these really cool shirts. I'm not your uncle. They even have a Filipino one. We're getting something from Momcation. You can't buy these online, so you can only get them here. That's Momcations. On my final evening in Maui, we headed over to Kiawakapu Beach at the Days Inn Kihei to watch the sunset and just soak in this beautiful February weather in the island of Maui. Final night in Maui. We are now here in Kihei at the Days Inn watching the sunset. Look at this. This is perfect. Everybody's hanging out by the beach watching the sunset. This time February 18th. Sun usually sets around 6:25. It's right around 6 o'clock right now. It's beautiful. Last night over in Ka'anapali Beach there was too much clouds, but tonight I think we're gonna see the sunset. It's sunsets like these that make you really appreciate being able to do these type of things and show the world the travels that I am fortunate enough to experience here in life. And we do get sunsets in San Diego, but I don't always appreciate it and always stop to smell the roses per se and listen to the waves. But today, final day here in Hawaii, this was perfect. We're gonna get a perfect view of the sunset, and you see the other surrounding islands in the back. Beautiful clouds and the color. Usually you would knock staying at a Days Inn, but being 20 steps away from this, literally from my hotel room, this is what made staying at the Days Inn worth it. Still pretty pricey, but it's worth the sunset view here. After the beautiful sunset, I headed over to Kihei Food Oasis to find the sweet spot where I had this amazing shave ice. And I'm telling you, this was ube-licious. Stay tuned for the food video.
Early the next morning.
This is my corner room right here, 109. The actual beach is literally 20 steps away, right down this pathway. About 8:45 in the morning, people walking their dogs, taking a nice morning stroll down the beach over here. The waves are pretty calm. I see people kayaking. Super nice. Go Padres! And over that way, you see the West Maui area where we were in Lahaina. All right, Jaycationers, it is time for the room review. My final night, I was able to book a room here at the Days Inn in Kihei. I wanted to give myself a different perspective of other parts of the island since I was here for 6 days. So we made sure we had at least one night in Kihei. And this was probably the cheapest room that I booked all trip long. Even though it is pretty quaint, you're 20 steps away from the beach, and that sunset last night, as you saw, was beautiful. And the room itself has everything you need, and you're probably gonna be outdoors anyways, out and about, checking out Maui. But this queen bed was decent. It was a bed to sleep on. They had mushy pillows, 4 of them. And on this side, you have a nightstand with tissue box in the cubby hole, but above the tissue box, you have 2 USB chargers and a charger. Then you have this black metal lamp that also has an outlet and USB charger, an alarm clock as well that has 2 USB chargers, and there's an outlet on the wall. So it has plenty of outlet ports for you to charge. This corner has a desk workspace, which I like. I set up my laptop here. You have the Days Inn telephone, another lamp with a USB charger and an outlet. It's just really nice and bright. Then you also have these blind shutters that you can open and close during the day or night. And honestly, I'm peeking out right now and I see the hallway down to the beach. I might have to check that out before I leave. And the air conditioning right above me, there's a remote control for it. Kept the room nice and cool, especially with it being a little bit humid outside. I love this photo of a hula girl dancing. Over where the camera is right now, you have a small TV, but it works. It has tons of channels, and you could also plug in your laptop with an HDMI cord. That's why I always pack that HDMI cord. But in this area right here, it goes deep into the wall. You have
have a refrigerator so you can bring in your leftovers from those food trucks down the street, and a microwave. That's what I like about Maui. They provide you with microwaves in most, if not all, your hotel rooms. And then down below, they provide you with a couple of coffee cups and 2 waters. This is the closet space, and since we're in Hawaii, they even give you a recycling bin down here. A luggage rack. The safe is up against the wall. I have my stuff in there. I gotta remember to take it out before I leave. You have the iron and ironing board and about 6 different hangers. So quaint little closet space. They do provide this stool so you can use the vanity area. They have a vanity mirror that has lighting that surrounds all 4 sides, but there is an ice bucket. You got to walk all the way to the check-in, and it's around that area. There's a little map they provide for you too. The hair dryer was hanging on the hook here on the closet, and another great thing that I like is they provide a Keurig machine with K-cups, green tea, premium tea, sugar, creamer, stirrers, and cups, so you don't have to go out and stumble across some coffee in the morning. There's also a full-size mirror here on the door. Bathroom area is pretty small, but it does its job. You have a walk-in shower. They give you the Terra Green hand and body wash and conditioner shampoo, a soap box right here for you, hot and cold levers, and then a handle here so you're not slipping and falling, and a curtain. Then on this side is the towel rack. You have your hand towels, face towels, and regular towels here as well. It's a bowl sink. It has an oval mirror with lighting on the top and also some lotion here on the side. Just like any other hotel, put your towels on the floor and they will replenish it for you, and if you hang it, it means they'll keep it hanging for you. And then there's a trash can, a medium-high toilet, and your toilet paper, and then there's another towel rack over here on the wall, and extra toilet paper on top of the toilet. So I booked this on the Wyndham Rewards site. I didn't even use my points. I didn't have enough, and I actually had to cancel my Wyndham Business Earner card because they don't match with Caesars anymore to Diamond. So I still was able to book it, and I booked it for pretty pricey. It was $293. That's more than a weeknight at the Venetian, Palazzo, or even the Wynn at some points during the year. You may be thinking, geez, Jaycation, 293 bucks, that's pretty pricey for a Days Inn. But if you look at the prices around the island, especially here in Kihei, it is a little lower here in the Kihei area, but you're not gonna find anything for under 300 bucks. This was probably one of the lower prices you could find, and they do provide you with all the amenities, and it is pretty safe. Parking is included. They have parking on both sides. You put the parking pass in your car, and I felt safe, and it was pretty darn quiet here once the sun set. Being 20 steps from that beach and checking out that sunset was amazing. Days Inn, I definitely give it a thumbs up. Would have I paid 293 times 5 days? Probably not. I probably would have spent a little more and splurged and stayed somewhere else. I wanted to show you guys a little bit of Kihei, and as you go more south, right after Kihei, you got Wailea, which is more of the posh 5-star hotels like the Grand Wailea. It's beautiful, but those rooms can be up to thousands of dollars a night. That's how crazy the hotel prices are here in the island of Maui. That's your little room tour. Let's head over to the airport. So they do have comp breakfast over here in the lobby, as well as coffee. A little grab and go. This is my Dodge Challenger. That was an upgrade. You'd think it's compact, but it's not. It's a pretty long and bulky car, but I felt like Magnum PI riding in style on the island. I know Magnum PI is on Oahu. There's Haleakala, and this is the Days Inn. This is their gravel parking lot, and their parking spaces are way bigger, so I chose to stay here. On the opposite side, it's paved, but the parking spaces are super small. Looks like they got a gift and craft fair over here. We got a lot of tourists walking around here in Kihei, and this is the road up and down Kihei. We're going back north. Costco gas station, right next to the acai place. We're about 8 minutes from the airport. This is the Queen Ka'ahumanu Center. It's one of their shopping malls here. I had a little bit of time to kill before my flight, so we're gonna go here and hang out. When there's a mall, you'll find all the Filipino aunties and uncles over here hanging out. Feels like I'm back in the Philippines. This is an okay mall. You got Victoria's Secret, American Eagle, Lids, all your typical stores. And it's near the airport, so if you got time to kill and you don't want to be stuck in traffic or take a chance, you could hang out here if you have some time to spare before your flight. There's even a Macy's here. I'm guessing this is the Queen right here. Has a helping hand out. So I got some tanks over here from Jolmar's Clothing for $10. Pretty good deal. So if you're looking for souvenirs, they do have $10 shirts. Pretty nice designs too.
After the mall, we headed over to the Maui Country Club for some lunch. The tuna melt and tsunami fries were to die for. Mahalo once again to my friends for their hospitality and time. It was amazing. After lunch, we headed over to Kahului Airport to drop off my rent-a-car, and I hopped into this green trolley to my terminal where I ran into this Starbucks. Now, I don't collect these mugs anymore, but I could not pass up that Maui mug. Had to take that home as a souvenir. Alright, Jaycationers, we made it to the airport. We're here at the Priority Lounge by Gate 17. They do have sodas and drinks over here and a couple of snacks, but that's about it. This was a great trip to Maui. First ever trip, 6 days. Shout out to the Hot Rod Club for taking me in and my friends for showing me the local side of Maui and all the great stuff we got to experience on this vlog. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to Jaycation if you haven't yet, and we'll see you guys back on the mainland, probably Las Vegas next. So mahalos to everybody, and until the next one, stay traveling. Hawaii. Aloha.